Hello and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 138. My name is Meg and I will be your host. You're joining me here in Frederick, Maryland. It is a hot day. You can hear the cicadas out there just doing all the bug things. They are so loud. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're so loud today. So I have a feeling it is going to be really humid. But it has been really nice at night. We've gotten to light up the fire pit 4 times, and we had s'mores at it once, and every other time we just sat in the cushier chairs and looked at the fire and just admired it. And it's just been really, really nice. Last night I wanted to use it, but we were so sucked up in Avatar Korra that we finished the season 3 instead. I am drinking Bones Coffee Company, and this is the Macamaniac, which I think is a macadamia nut pun. It does taste very nutty, as well as reminding me of my favorite tea from David's Tea, which is Forever Nuts. It just reminds me of that. So all of their coffees are gluten-free, I asked, and they're really, really fun. They have these sample packs that you can buy that are like 5 packs and you can just choose. And I love it when people tag me and they're like, all your fault. I'm like, thank you. It's great. So, and I'm drinking it out of my Karakazik mug from the 3rd Harry Potter with the Night Bus and the Dementors and Sirius and the werewolf and all that, because I am wearing my Sabrina's Nightmare today because it's been getting some likes and love on different platforms, so I figured I'd wear it again because it's been ages, and since it's freezing in my basement, I can wear a DK weight sweater and not die. Huzzah for cold basements. So yes, I'm drinking it out of, I think of all my Karakaziks, that one is my favorite because I just love purples and blues and it just calls to me. I am hosting a knit along right now. It is the BWG Christmas in July 4. And in that you're supposed to knit, crochet, weave, make anything that will take a little bit of pressure off of you in the coming months. Should you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or anything, whatever you celebrate, solstice, Yuletide, all of it, anything that's gonna make it easier for you, do it. And if you don't want to, that's okay too. I just want to have a little fun here. So I have been putting together some fun prize packs where I have Christmas color themes, and I have some blue and white and black and gray themes. So when eventually I do pick winners, if you are not a red and green Christmas color person, let me know. I have lots of other color schemes that you could get as a prize. So that would be fine. I was able to ship out 3 out of 4 prizes for the last giveaway we did. So whoop, whoop, so exciting. I also have a giveaway going on right now, which I will talk about right now. It is for, let me grab you. It's for the Frida pattern. So this is my Frida pattern made on my free ornament pattern. The Frida pattern, if we remember, looks like this. So this is the smallest size DK weight hat, and this is the ornament version. It also comes in the sweater. I was considering just uploading it as the child, but I do have like a fingering weight numbers that I could provide and kind of stretch the chart a little bit more for adults. So I'm hoping to get it out Sunday. I might add another chart in, put another PDF on, and then you'll have a giant bundle where it will go from full children's sizes all the way up to adult sizes, which would be pretty cool. I absolutely love it. I think it's just so sweet. It goes with just about everything, in my opinion. It's just easy, and I really do want to do, what did they call it? Poinsettias, poppies, like red ones with green leaves and like a gray or green background to make it very Christmassy. Super cute idea. I absolutely love it. One of my testers, Tammy, already did that, and it's very cute. She didn't do it with this, but she did it with my frozen fractals. She thought that the snowflakes would look really pretty as poinsettias, and she was right. And I was able to meet up with her and see that. So yes, it is beautiful. So yes, I think that would be great. They also remind me, for the veterans, they always give out those little poppies, the red poppies. So I think that that would also be a really cute family thing if you're a military family. Like, that would be really cute, but I'll stop doing this. So the giveaway is for the first 3 copies of the Frida pattern, which will be going out on Sunday. I have made a page on Ravelry. If you're able to go over and look at it, go ahead. It isn't purchasable yet, but I did put up, I don't think I activated it, but I did put up the coloring page in there to place hold. So there'll be something there. What else? I also went on to my Etsy and I got the page ready. It's in draft mode, so I will be hitting publish on that soon. At the moment, that is only the small sizes, but again, I think if I put a little time into it today, that I could be able to get it all the way up to adult sizes, and that would be awesome. So, just showing off the Frida in large DK 7, US 7 size 4.5 needles, and Frida with fingering weight US 2s. So you can see that the size does shrink a little bit, but the pattern is it works in both sizes, so I'm really pleased about that. So I'll put that one down. This is my first finished object. Let's move right into FOs. Inside is a glass ball. I have a lot of these from when I was teaching. I bought them so that the kids in my art club would be able to like fill or paint them, but they did not get a chance to do that year after year because I had to leave. So, the Frida, it has, I think this is like a Madeline Tosh purple, like velvet grapes or something. And then in here is Siren. And then this one looks like Pygmy Puff, but it's like a violet from Nitpicks, which I really like. And this combo just makes me so happy. I clash with it a little bit today, but I do. I love this combo. I also lightly block them by filling the sink with like tepid water and then just rolling them in there real quick, and they got soaked like immediately. And then I just kind of like press the water out and then put them up in the air dryer to dry. So I think that my stitches are flatter because they were a little bit lumpy. Color work gets that way. I'm pretty good with my tension, and once I block it, it does go really well. But there's lots to see, so let's keep going. From there, so that particular pattern isn't quite out yet, but will be. From there, let's go all the way back to the very first one. This is my Halloween cats. It's a new pattern. This would work well on a hat, a cowl, or across the yoke in place of a 16 set in one of my patterns. Would look really cute. Could get some orange tabbies of Crookshanks in there, you know, really make it work. I absolutely love them. I keep turning it, but it's only 4 of them. And it's just on black. And you can see that my gauge was a little bit tighter. It was my first one. I think if I had stayed, I went from a US 2 to a 1.5 to a 1 during the color work because I swapped over to do a magic loop halfway through. And I think if I had just stayed on the 2 and then just gently blocked it, that would have been better. So I do that now. I have continued to do that by just staying on my US 2 DPNs or a US 2 magic loop, which is how I kind of start them now. I think it's slightly less fiddly for me than trying to wrestle 4 of them when there's only like a stitch on each one. So yes, Halloween cats. This is featuring what would be Thestrals and Night Bus. This is Night Bus and this is just black. But if you were to order said minis, Thestrals and Night Bus would be the ones. Love this kitty cat. Love it so much. So that was my first. From there, I was still in my spooky mood and I went ahead and got my ghosties going on. Oh my goodness, I love them so much. Just look at them. So I have little hearts and little ghosts, and they'd look great in lots of colors. Has a little heart up here, a little heart down here. I think I've removed that dot because it was a little too cluttered here. Things that you don't know until you put the patterns next to each other, because I think the pattern might actually split here. And so this is the new chart, and you wouldn't know that they touch until you knit them together. With this baby ghost, oh my goodness. I'm a huge fan, very excited. There's again 4 on each. This is actually sparkly yarn. I don't think you can see the stellina bits. Oh, there they are. Yeah, ever so slightly. And the reddish orange is like paprika from Knit Picks. These are both, well, this is Knit Picks Brava, and this one is Red Heart Sparkle, I think, in white. Both are a bit chunky for this project, I would say. That they were just a little too thick. The fingering weight ones are very sleek around that glass ball ornament, and it's just a basic ornament, the ones that are about hand size. I think that it's a 3-inch, like width-wise, I think it's a 3-inch ornament. I will check the box and see if I can get more information on that. I bought them as a going out of, you know, Christmas sale at Michael's or Joann's, or no, Michael's or AC Moore one year, and there were like tons of them, so I just have boxes of them. Now they're glass, and I've never shipped glass. I don't have the ability to ship glass, or I would be selling them to make you kits. I do have some plastic ones that I could sell. They're smaller, but I can show you what they do. And yeah, so anyway, if you would be interested, I could make kits. So, sweet ghosties, absolutely love. Oh my goodness. I just like how some of the color work got pulled in different directions, so it actually looks like they have different expressions on their face. Just, I don't know. It's cute. So yes, this pattern and this pattern are part of one pattern kit, and they are in the Halloween ornaments. These are the 2 originals. Now, I'll do the third. I also went back and included blue ghosts. So these are a little different. They look more like boo ghosts from Mario, don't they? Little boo ghosts. Look at them. All right, that guy's very clear. I'm gonna hold on him. Using 2 fingering weight pieces. This one was like hydrochlorine or something, and this one was a mini that Mina gave me in our advent swap. It was 10 or 12 grams, and I only used like 6, 7. So this is a smaller version. I stopped at, I think it's like 32, 48. I think I stopped at 48 and didn't go up to, I think 64 is the next jump, and then you can go up to 80 something. Yeah, so I just stopped at 48. And they're very sweet. So actually all 3 are included. It's this one plus this one plus this chart are all included in the Halloween pattern book. Pattern thing, not book. Page. PDF. I feel like I'm trying to play, what do you draw things? Pictionary or something. Trying to yell things out. But yes, so I'm very excited. So that was 1, 2, and then 3, and he is actually squishable. He's completely just polyfill. So what I've been doing is rolling him like a meatball. I think I actually might chop the top and keep it as a ball, because little ones could like wrap and hurt themselves if they were to play with such a thing. So if I just take the string off, then it's just a ball, and that'd be safer. And it's very squishable and soft for babies, so if anyone would like throw it, they should be fine. Don't have any, so I don't know, but I've heard of like horror stories where like a single piece of hair can cause cuts on their toes because it gets wrapped around, and they're so tiny and they're so fragile. Ugh. Has anyone ever feel prepared for this? Answer, they don't. They don't. Okay, so moving on. Okay, from there I went to, yeah, okay, so this one I'm very excited about. This is a little lumpy because I had to do 3-color color work, and I'm not good at 3-color color work, but I'm gonna smudge this so that it looks better. Ta-da! So this is my Alpaca. Oh my goodness, love it so much. I've actually done a couple versions where I've changed out the motif here. So this is just kind of like a hexie. I've got hearts, which I like a lot better. I actually used a 1 stitch from the row that I did this, so it kind of looks like a little heart in the front there. I used that white yarn that I used for the ghost. Yes, so it sparkles, and I use Tranquil from Knit Picks, which has been in a lot of my projects recently, as well as Asphalt Heather, which is like a charcoal color. So this one, I'm planning on having like a llama and a sheep and a bunny, maybe a ram, and having like 4 different things that you could get wool from. I don't know, I think it would be cute. But yes, the little llama train over here, oh my goodness. I have to knit this again because my first one was, I was a little off on some things, and my gauge isn't great. So I'd love to do it again, and just do it fresh. I'd also love, I would love to hold it with mohair against. So I would do maybe a sport background and then 2 strands, so a skinny strand of fingering and a mohair strand. I've got like some random mohair bits around, so with that, the sport and the mohair fingering would kind of like a sock sport, not like a DK sport, you know, like so I think that would really like even it out a little bit. But I think it would be so cute. Oh my goodness. Every time. I really got to remember to just make sure that's off. I think it's sleeping when I get down here, and I think it's off, and then it wakes up because it loves me. But oh my gosh. So yes, it's got the little pack on its back, sweet little face, little fuzzy buttons. Oh my goodness, love them so much. So yes, this one I hadn't shared yet on Instagram. I wanted to keep something a surprise for the podcast, like anything, but oh, I love it so much. But I really want to knit it again because I feel like my first attempt is very lumpy. Give it to my mom. Moms accept anything, like rocks from her own garden. Moms accept everything. What else? From the Alpaca, I went back to my Harry Potter patterns, and I decided that mandrakes would be the cutest thing. Little mandrake roots just holding hands around. They are actually, so you get 2 per needle because I tend to do 16 stitches per needle. So you get 2 per needle. This is in the Granger pattern, so if you already own it, you have it. I have republished it in 2 different versions in the magical ornaments pattern that just went out. It has butterbeer, Gringotts keys, flying keys, mandrakes, paw print for magical creatures or padfoot, and then there's one more I'm forgetting. A snake. What was it? So all these different ones, but I absolutely love the Mandrakes. They are one of my favorite things to knit. I just think they're so sweet. Kind of got to catch your float in the middle here, but oof, so cute. I love them so much. They make me very happy. This one I'm definitely keeping. Like some of them I'm already like, okay, this one's for my mom, this one's for this one's for me. I can't even. And it won't be on this like ugly string. I just put them on here so I could hang them up to dry. I'll probably put them on Christmas tree hooks, or maybe I'll just get better top pieces. Something that'll make sure it's really sturdy, because it is a glass ball inside and I don't know what will happen if it drops. It is contained in yarn, but like it's definitely gonna have to be trashed, and that would be very sad. So I'm gonna try not to drop it. From there, I was like, well, maybe nobody wants to buy the pattern. It is a free download on Ravelry. I've had over 40 people take advantage of that. Thank you for your likes and your comments and your support. Any feedback is good feedback, so if you can't buy something, if you could at least maybe add it to favorites, or if you could share it, if you could tag it, if you could share a post. Support doesn't always have to be buying something. Now the pattern is 20 cents on Etsy because it cost that much to list it, so it cannot be anything cheaper than that. So it is a free download on Ravelry and 20 cents on Etsy. I apologize for that discrepancy. You know what I can do? I can add the free download onto my website as well, so you'll have a third option, and Ravelry won't be your only free option. That's what I'll do. I got you. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. I don't normally put patterns on my website because I'd have to pay for it to be a marketing platform, and I currently have a free subscription because I'm paying for so many other things to run this. So I don't, but I can add the free download on there for you. Anyway, this is just the free download using self-striping yarn. So it was just a little nub here. This is some of the increases. The second round of increases ended up right on the red stripe here. It's a little wobbly. And then I had 1, 2, 3 full stripes. And then I started the decreases, decreases, decreases. And I stayed at 16 instead of going all the way down to 8. And I just cast off at the top. So you can see it made this nice little braid, and it fit really nice right around the end, and it looks pretty, and I would definitely do it again. So this one I went down to 8. So you can see it's a little strained, a little tight. You can see where it's pulling there. Yeah. Versus this. So first one, 5th one. You can see the change. But I'm really happy. This one's gonna be for my mom. It's in the colorway Go Cubs Go from Nomadic Yarns. I used it for my 4th of July cast on. Pat keeps saying, so we're French, because the way that the colors go, but I'm like, no, it's red, white, and blue. And he's like, but I'm like, shut up, it just is. Or it's the Phillies or something, I don't know, it's fine. So then I was running around with this around the house, just, oh my goodness, so happy. So you have the original pattern, the 2 that were in the original Halloween. This one hasn't been published yet. This one's coming on Sunday. So this is the next one that I did after my mom's. I did the Frida, but you already saw it. And the Mandrakes sprouted the idea for an entire magical collection. So that's what I did. So this is all different versions of one size. Now, I say one size because I have more than one size. If you stop early and you don't do the 1, 2, 3, 4th increase set, you would get a smaller ornament, right? So that is what I'm doing here. Here we go. Here it is. This is the smaller ornament. And I did my little Santa hats from my, what is it? Santa's Workshop pattern. There it is. Santa's Workshop pattern. Did the little Santa hats. They were a little hard to keep my floats hidden for some reason. I was having a harder time catching things, but it blocked out really nice, so totally fine. I also debated making French knots or putting beads, like pearlescent beads at the top. You could really jazz up an ornament. I did actually bend my ornament, if you can see this divot. I keep trying to hide it, but I might as well just tell you. I bent the ornament. So my plan is to rip the top off, take a pen, push it back out, and then I like crunched it. And now that it's been bent once, it's weak there. It's my fault, but it is really sweet. So you can see, I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can show you size difference. Yeah. So this is my whole hand. Size difference. Pretty good though. This will be part of the Christmas collection that will be coming. It'll have maybe some reindeer, some moose, some snowflakes, some Christmas lights, some Santa hats, yeah, hot cocoa, doing the works. I think it'll be great. But yeah, so little Santa hats, very cute. My bent ornament, it's a little weird, but it's plastic, okay? It's plastic, so this one can go to my niece for Christmas because it's plastic, and she can actually put it on in the tree, or like hold it because it's not glass. I'm not worried about it dropping. So the plastic ones will always go to the small ones in my family. I have quite a few of those. Unfortunately, they are also smaller, so when the Christmas sales come around this year, I will be picking up some plastic larger versions because I really like I really like the size of that ornament in your hand, but this is fine. And then I did this one, the squishable ball. So then I did that. And then I have a niece's birthday coming up, so I made her a birthday cake. It has a little candle on top with a little flame. I duplicate stitched it. It's very lumpy. I did not block this. I probably could, or at least spray it with some water so that it, you know, could relax. But I used Knit Picks Mighty Stitch in their pucker colorway and their eggplant colorway for the Christmas cake. No, birthday cake. There it is. 3-tiered birthday cake. Could also work really well for a wedding. Just take that off and maybe add like a heart on the top. You could also just continue with purple and make like purple candles and bead the top for the flame. I thought about that too. It's actually squishable. So again, I'm thinking I might take this off and just leave it as a little pillow, and then they could always hook they could hook an ornament thing through if they wanted to do it, but I'm thinking just a squishable pillow. This is the flat version. So there are two versions that come in the pattern, a flat version and a round version. I've been doing a lot of round versions because I hadn't ever done them before and I'm kind of obsessed. But what I tested when I did my pattern was the flat version. It makes a pillow. You make like a toe cast on, so it's completely closed, and then you come up and you start color work. And I just did 16 on one side, 16 on the other, but you could do 32 and have it be doubled, or 3, or you can make a cowl with this one and just have it like birthday cakes all around. Oh my gosh, how cute would that be? Like a little confectionery. I love it. I'm loving it. I think it's cute. It's a little squidgy pillow. I keep trying to think of things that my niece could actually play with, because that was my biggest womp womp when I was a kid, is like everything was Lennox and you definitely don't touch it. By some miracle, I just dropped my ornament in waiting off of the desk and it didn't break. Don't know how it didn't break, but it didn't break. Just give the puppy a cookie for not freaking out there. But yes, good girl. Down. Good girl. She just loves cookies. I love cookies too. I can't blame her. From there, I have just 2 more finished objects, and then we can get into whips. I had a lot of fun doing ornaments. They whip up so quickly. I think I was able to make 1 or 2 a day. That's why there's so many. I did finish a sock that was in hibernation. This is Molly of a Homespun House, her gingerbread colorway with, I think it's evergreen from Knit Picks. Took me forever to find this ball. It was missing, which is why I couldn't finish it for a while. Somehow the ball got out of the bag, and then I don't know where it went. So I did finish this sock. Now what I thought I was gonna do is I was gonna use the tube that I had cranked, and I was going to just add toes and cuffs to the other sock. But this gauge is completely different than mine. Like an inch bigger, and the pattern is completely different because of that. And I don't like how they look together. So I'm gonna have to knit from this, like a sock tube, into my own gauge and just knit the sock. I was trying to avoid it, but I can't. If I want a pair, then I'm gonna have to do it. And actually I'm gonna have to do it from this end, because these colors are the ones that are closer to this sock. Very irritating. Typically I wouldn't worry about it because both socks would be the same, so I would just add my toes and cuffs closer than normal, so that the sock would have to stretch to fit me and therefore have negative ease. But this one was like a sport weight, and it's just not gonna, so big, yeah, it's not gonna work. But and they just, the pattern, that's what I think bugs me even more, is like, this is just not the pattern at all. And then I thought about, okay, I'll just add heels, toes, and cuffs. There's enough for 2 socks here. I can make this the pair and it'll match because it's all from the same tube. Great, yeah, sure, but do I like this pattern the way it's knitting up? Not especially. So that's what I'm up to, is like, I just have to re-knit the sock, and I might get it kind of on the needles and ready, and just put it in the car for car knitting and just get it down. Just a little irritated, but yeah. So I'm happy with how this one looks. This is what I want it to look like, so this is what I have to do. I have to do this many stitches, which is probably only 48 compared to 60. That's why it's so different. But yeah. And then, last one, then, ta-da! I finished Pat's Christmas socks. Did big toes, and look how tall they are. This is the large blockers, so they're nice. They're a nice height. They're not that bad. I was worried. I was all worried for a while, but should be okay. And it fits like up pretty high. I did a nice afterthought heel, and I added rows in here to add more depth. And I think this one is actually going to be a little bit big. I think I did it with too much depth. I think I did more rows on one than the other, and I did that over here too. I did more rows on this toe than this one, so this sock might be a little bit bigger. Whoops. But yes, I'm very excited. It is all done. It is holly pressed fibers and very pretty. And now mine are done, and his are done, so they will go into a Christmas bag for him and I, and then we'll get our socks on Christmas Eve from me. I love it. I'm very excited about that. Right. What else? That is everything that's finished. Let's go into what I'm working on. I'm still doing this guy. This is my Christmas sweater for Pat. Ta-da! So I picked up and I went up, and I think I had some thing here, and then I did have to rip back because I made a mistake. So I ripped back to basically this edge where the back of the neck is, and I went over and I knit that much. And I have some charms on here. I have a Christmas tree, and I have the Christmas cupcake, and a log cabin, and a T-Rex. Just keeping me company. I am super excited with how this is going so far. So I am 7 rows or so away from where the armholes will be. And what I have to do there is one side. So this, I think I said it before, this side, say it has like 20. This one only has like 12 or 15 or something. Like there's not as much on one as the other. So I have to add 9 stitches here, which means I'll just go and cast on 9 stitches and add it to my back, so that he has more room under that arm, and that everything works out okay. And then I'll just seam up that. I'm doing a mattress stitch. I think somebody said that was indeed the best way to do it. And this is kind of where I am right now. I am, honestly, I mean, I guess it does kind of look like I'm just about where the sleeves could be. I think, wow. Yeah, I think I could be there. So, I will remeasure it again. I did have him try it on. It looked great. It looked awesome. So I'm just going to pull this down. Yeah, all right, I'm there. So I'll cast on the 9 stitches. And then I'll just keep going, because that's kind of what's held me up after I got to get him to sit still for like a second and try it on, and it looked good. I was like, okay, now I have to get to like 1 more inch is what I marked, 1 more inch, and that's with the dino. So I guess I'll trust what I did when I had it on his body rather than what I do when I have nothing inside there, because that has to fit an entire shoulder cap, right? I love macamini, so good. And it's still in my Ren Fair basket. It does bring me joy. I have a lot of fun with that. I do miss the Ren Fair, and I'm gonna miss the Ren Fair this year. First time in 11 years. It's a big bummer for me. Yeah, I'm just having so much fun wearing this again. Just like, look how good he looks. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it so much. Okay. So, using a mini, this was the last Centurion. I thought that it would be a good dark background for this ornament. There were moments where I kind of regretted it because I don't think it was dark enough at times, but here is the butterbeer. Yeah, it looks good on camera. So from further away, it's probably because I'm up close all the time with it. But here is the butterbeer. This one came out nice. Yeah, I had some tension troubles with this stitch disappearing because I wasn't getting it loose enough, so it got pulled. I'm hoping that some blocking will help pull those back out. I had it where it was 1 more stitch, and then I had some more down here. I like this one. I might do another row underneath. The top looks good with the foam. And you could kind of change this up to be like a more orange color for like a pumpkin juice or a shamrock shake. You could do it green. Could make a whole St. Patrick's Day one. Could be very cute. So yeah, this was what I worked on last night. I could have finished it, but I specifically left it so that you could see how my process is. So I start with that little cast on, do my increases, and then do my color work in there. And then I will do several rows flat, and I've just started the first decrease. And after the second decrease, I'll jam the ball in, and then I will work on DPNs around the ball itself until I get to 16 stitches, and then I will close it up. So this pattern, actually, this ball math was helped out by Tara, who is Crystal Tea Knits, and you can find her on Instagram and Etsy. She will also be offering this pattern in her shop, and it will have a chart that I haven't made. So if you wanted to support her and pick up a new chart, that would be one way to do it. But yeah, so I'm so mad at that like one stitch that just was not sticking out. I mean, I'd prefer not to have to do 2 rows for the handle. I want it to be a nice thin 1 row thing. Yeah, this is my butterbeers. I really wanted to show you at least 2 that came in one. So it's the Mandrakes and Butterbeers are 2 different ones that come in the magical ornament collection. This missing stitch is purely my bad tension. This one worked out great. Yeah, it's a little bit thicker. That one actually worked out really nice. So let's just focus on that one can. But yeah, so you can close up the hole and just stuff them with polyfill. You can stuff the bottom with yarn scraps actually, because it'll make it heavier, but they are filling. So you do that too. But yes, this is how the ornaments look for me. I've been working up on a US 2 magic loop for this one. I also have DPNs that I've been working with. I will always swap to DPNs at the end because it's too hard to magic loop around a ball, and you need to shove the ball in at a certain point to work more rounds. So I also have my Pop-Tart Progress Keeper from Simply Serving. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I think it's a strawberry Pop-Tart. Love it. So cute. And yeah, so I think it's just really sweet. Or you could do them in brown with like a lighter background and have it be like Guinness. To be funny. Oh, it'd be funny. Sorry, my nose is running today. Oh, it's running away. Okay. So then I forgot to show you these in my Little Mermaid Ursula bag from Molly Klein Designs. Try it that way. There we go. Swear I'm awake. In my What Sits Galore, yeah, paired with my Lemon Drop colorway. I am super pleased. I'm a little worried because my Lemon Drop colorway is no longer in my bag. I can't remember where I put it down. This is bad. I don't know where I put it down. Oh, pants. I know I took it out because I was going to get my hair done, and I took these socks when I got my hair done, and my hair took 6-7 hours. So I started here, like kind of one stripe in, and I knit up to here at the hairdressers on both socks. So an entire sock, basically. An entire sock at the hairdressers. So here to here, got past the first yellow, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the next yellow because this now marks where the heel will be on the other side. I tried these on. So I am just gonna go to the next yellow, and then when that starts, I will swap into my Lemon Drop, and then that'll be it. It will be done. So it'll only have one yellow stripe on socks, weirdly. I think that these stripes would be too thick to do an ornament and get all the colors in. I don't think you'd be able to, but self-striping yarn is great for the ornaments. It adds a little bit more interest if you're not doing color work, and it's just cute. So yeah, I'm super loving them. So it's What's It's Galore from the Felici collection that's out now, so you can get this. Huzzah. This is my Lemon Drop colorway, which I love. It is violently yellow. If you watch Mace of Skeins, you will see it on there. It doesn't quite match this yellow, but I do love it anyway. That's fine. Yeah. So it's very fun. Super loving it. And I had it in my Ursula bag because I don't think I have a little mermaid bag, like Ariel specific. So I just have Ursula, which I love. And I have some cute progress keepers of my little crab there. So that is that one. And if I just work on these over the week a little bit, I think I should be able to get another pair done, which would be great. And then in my name bag from Ashley, I have my Acid Pop colorway. I just said Lemon Drop. So this is the other neon, which is Acid Pop. And it has been attached to a new sock. So this is a tube. This is an Afterthought Everything sock. I have measured out how long Pat's socks need to be. So that gives you how much knitting his socks need to be. It's a lot, right? This is why I get tubes done for him. It's the entire thing here. So I have done this last night. I picked up yesterday, picked out what was not needed, attached my Acid Pop colorway, and I did a sewn bind off, which is fine and stretchy for me. It's also more stitches than I normally would do for him, so that's fine. And it's a rusticy, so I know it's like it's probably a German brand that this was. I'm not sure what this is. I think it's one of the bird collections from West Yorkshire Spinners. I'm pretty sure, but not 100% sure. This marks where the cuff and toe have to be. So I have to do a cuff on one side, a toe on the other, because I want the stripes to go in the same way for Pat. So this all becomes one, and then I'm gonna cut it, and it'll be a cuff and a toe. And then it's two, and then you measure in and do your heels last. I do anyway. That works best for me because sometimes I add a little bit more on a toe, and then that would adjust where you would want the heels, so I always do it last. On there, I have my adorable Ewok Progress Keeper from Simply Serving. He's so cute. I mean, like, look at that face. Look at him. Oh. Now that I've watched every Star Wars, I understand the different things and the jokes, and oh my god, he's so cute. I love it. So Pat loves Star Wars, and I thought it would be a nice one for him. So I started the toe after I finished the cuff. So I just have a little bit there. So excited. These are going to be for his birthday, which is coming up. I think I have a week and a half. So again, with my what's-its might go slightly on the back burner until I just get a little bit more through what I'm working on here with him, because I just want him to have a pair of socks for his birthday, for our anniversary in October, and Christmas. So Christmas is done, anniversary socks are done, birthday socks are last. Now, I could always give him there's 2 pairs that are done, so I can always give a pair for birthday and do the next pair for anniversary. Totally fine. Really, it won't matter, but I just picked these up and I really wanted to work on something for him for his birthday, so that's what I'm doing. But if I get down to a time crunch, I have something to bag and it won't be a problem. But yeah, and it's in my sweet bag here, which is really great. I think I might add these 2 pins on it because they're just cute. And I might add the Crafting Treehouse pin as well. Boop. So I might have those 3 pins on this bag, like maybe here. I think it would be cute. And yeah, I want to finish this guy up, get another ornament. Christmas ball. This is what they look like. Obviously, you've seen those. So they look like before. They're shoved and stuffed. And now I've got my other Christmas sock, if I should so wish. I might actually do it as a Christmas Eve cast on. my thinking for that is I could be motivated to knit on it as a Christmas Eve cast on and have it finished for Christmas. So I might cast it on like the 23rd and aim to have it done by the 25th. Now I have Christmas socks to wear. I have a whole box of them. So like, it's not like I wouldn't have socks, but yeah, I guess I'll just do a Christmas Eve cast on and aim for New Year's, like I guess most people do. Because you're just supposed to knit on something to put your memories into it, I guess. Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot. That was an hour almost, yeah. That was a lot. I am exhausted. Need more coffee. I like this warmer. It is a little different than my coffee mates. So when you put it down, it's a weighted warmer. So when you put it down, it turns on and it stays on. You lift your cup and it turns off. And then it'll have to cool. But you can never forget to turn it off because as long as the cup is off of it, you're good. Second problem is like having no coffee in there and putting it back on. It will just warm your mug, which isn't great for your mugs itself, but it happens. Oh, I love coffee. Yeah, so I guess that is all of my whips. Haven't gotten anything in the mail. Oh, I lied. I totally lied. I got that package from Simply Serving, so I showed you a bunch of the charms. Like the Pop-Tart and the cabin, another Christmas tree, that little Christmas tree with the cupcake. I love it so much. Yeah. And I did order a shirt from Bones Coffee Company. I got a men's medium and it was skin tight. And so I just returned it because I'm not going to wear something that's skin tight ever in my life. So I have hopes to reorder. I tend to get the larger extra large. I have about 48 to 50 inch hips, I guess. And so that's kind of the measurement I go by. My bust is only a 40, so, but my hips don't agree and I'd rather be more comfortable than not. So I like oversized t-shirts. I'll get the larger extra large. So I've been hard at work at Etsy. There are lots of new patterns that you can choose from. The Sabrina is also on Etsy. If you have not picked up a copy yet and you are not using Ravelry, there is an option for you. It's fun. It's got little faded sleeves. It's got a full yoke here, and then the amazing Jack Skellingtons. And then you also can do it so that he's like, you know, like making like a face. And then I also pixelate it out. You could carry that down the body if you wished. I would be happy to build you a kit. I do have superwash and non-superwash yarn at the moment. I used 2 skeins of orange and 1 of white, gray, and black. Black did use a whole one because of that background. And I knit the 48, so I don't know if you can see, but I've got a good amount of room in the back here. If I pull it, I can fold it so it fits. Yeah, so I've got that much ease, probably 2 jacks. I've got 40 stitches worth of ease in here, but it's comfy and it's baggy, and if I ever have a baby belly, I suppose I could fit it in here. I don't know. But I just wear it with a black shirt underneath because it's cropped and I don't do cropped. I do full, but I got bored. I didn't want to do it anymore. I just wanted it to be done. Probably for Halloween in 2018. I was in the last apartment. Yeah, I think 2018. Because I think we'll be in our house 2 years in May. It was 20, it's 21, so I guess it was 19 maybe that we moved. Not really sure. Anyway, so this is the Sabrina. What else? I think that's about everything that's been going on. Enjoying the fire pit table a lot. Been knitting like crazy. with these Christmas things, and working really hard to get the mini unicorn and everything up to scratch there. I have released the Excalibur pattern. If you haven't gotten a copy yet, go grab it. What else? I'm waiting on my testers for the Dino Roar, so that is going to be coming, but it isn't yet. I'm dependent on them. I have the Frida coming out Sunday, the 23rd, and I am hoping to include some extra numbers in there where you will be able to take it all the way up to an adult size, and that'll be that. So it has the hat, cowl, it has a line about the ornaments. Again, the ornament pattern is free, so you can just download that PDF. I will put it on my website as well so that you're able to get it. Sorry, a lot of moms. So yes, I have a lot of work to do for the Frida. I have some dyeing that I want to get done today. We are working on some HOA stuff, hoping to redo the backyard, gut it, and put a sin lawn in. We have to ask permission to do that first, so that's a big thing that we're working on at the moment. And just, laundry, dishes, blah. I would love to finish this little guy. This will take no time at all. And I would love to make another ghost or another llama. Those are on my to-do list. I also have a really fun, the dark marks. I'd love to get that up. Yeah. So I hope that you've been having a good week and have been finding scraps of knitting time here and there. Don't forget that the Astraeus is coming out on September 1st, which is just about 2 weeks away, I suppose. Week and a little bit more. Very excited. And that will have the Moonbeam and the Astraeus, so it is the mini version and the Astraeus, as well as which chart to use for the ornament, which is another one I wanted to knit up so that you would be able to see it. I think it would make a beautiful ornament. I've just got to pick the background color, and I think it's going to be gorgeous. So yes, that's everything that's been going on. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you have a good time. And yeah, reminding you to take it one cup at a time, no matter how large that cup may be. And I will see you next week.